Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Shadowhunters. Shadowhunters is an American fantasy television series that is loosely based on the Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, and developed for television by Ed Decter. It is the second adaptation of the novel series, after the 2013 film The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones, which like Shadowhunters was produced by Constantin Film. The show received a straight-to-series order on March 30, 2015, and premiered on January 12, 2016 on Freeform. In March 2016, it was announced that the series had been renewed for a second season of 20 episodes, which premiered on January 2, 2017. In April 2017, it was announced that the series had been renewed for a third season of 20 episodes. Development. In 2010, Screen Gems announced that they were going into production on the film adaptation of City of Bones, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, with hopes of starting a successful film franchise. Production on a film adaptation of the second book, City of Ashes, was due to start in September 2013, but was delayed to 2014, and eventually cancelled after the first film failed to recoup its budget. On October 12, 2014, at MIPCOM, Constantin confirmed that the Mortal Instruments will return as a television series, with Ed Decter as showrunner. Constantin Film and TV head Martin Moskowitz told The Hollywood Reporter that it actually makes sense to do the novels as a TV series. There was so much from the book that we had to leave out of the Mortal Instruments film. In the series we'll be able to go deeper and explore this world in greater detail and depth. The producers hope to adapt the entire book series if the TV adaptation proves successful. In February 2015, book series author Cassandra Clare announced via Twitter that the television series would be called Shadowhunters rather than The Mortal Instruments. In March 2015, ABC Family picked up Shadowhunters straight-to-series. The series was renewed for a second season in March 2016, consisting of 20 episodes, which premiered on January 2, 2017. In April 2017, it was announced that the series was renewed for a third season of 20 episodes. In August 2016, soon before filming on the second season was to begin, showrunner Ed Decter exited the series over creative differences. Todd Slavkin and Darren Swimmer, who were former showrunners on Smallville, were announced as Decter's replacements in August 2016. Casting. On Twitter, Cassandra Clare announced that she would not be part of casting decisions, and would not be expecting any of the original film cast to return. On April 20, 2015, ABC revealed Dominic Sherwood as the first member of the Shadowhunters cast. On May 1, 2015, it was announced that Emerald Toubier would be taking the role of Isabel Lightwood, and Alberto Rosand would be joining the cast as Simon Lewis. On May 6, it was reported that Catherine McNamara landed the lead role of Clary Frey. 2 days later, on May 8, Matthew Daddario and Isaiah Mustafa were cast as Alec Lightwood and Luke Garraway, respectively. Harry Shum, Jr. and Alan Van Sprang later joined the cast on May 15 as Magnus Bane and Valentine Morgenstern. On May 18, it was announced that Maxim Roy would be playing Jocelyn Frey. On May 28, John Corr was announced to play Hodge Starkweather, a Shadowhunter and former member of the Circle. David Castro was reported to be portraying vampire Rafael Santiago on June 4. Shortly after, on June 9, Lisa Marcos announced she would be joining the cast as Captain Vargas. a new character created for the series by Ed Decter. On June 12, producer MCG's official Twitter account stated that Caitlin Leap had been cast to play the vampire Camille Belcourt. On June 16, Jade Hassaneh was reported to be portraying the fairy Melian. On August 8, Stephanie Bennett was cast as the new character Lydia Branwell, a rule following Shadowhunter. On September 2, 2016, Alicia Wainwright was announced to play Maya Roberts in the second season. Filming. The series began filming in Toronto, Canada on May 25, 2015. The fictional New York Police Department's 89 precinct was filmed in the Science Wing at the University of Toronto Scarborough. Music. The series' musical score is composed by Ben Decter. The opening theme song is "This Is the Hunt," performed by Ruel, which was written for Shadowhunters by Maggie Eckford and Jeff Bowman. Other Ruel songs have featured in the series. Broadcast. The series premiered on January 12, 2016 in the US on Freeform. The second episode, The Descent into Hell is Easy, was released online that same day, following the premiere of the first episode. In December 2015, Netflix acquired global rights to Shadowhunters, excluding the US, making the series available as an original series a day after the US premiere, with the first episode launching globally on January 13, and subsequent episodes released on a weekly basis. Critical response. The debut season of Shadowhunters received mixed responses from critics. Metacritic gave it a 45 out of 100 rating, based on 9 reviews, indicating mixed or average reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gave the series a 46% rating, based on 12 reviews, with an average rating of 5.6. The site's consensus states, Shadowhunters boasts visual thrills and a potential rich premise, but they're not enough to overcome the show's self-serious silliness and dull, convoluted plots. According to James Poniewozik of The New York Times, the series has its assets, especially its popular source material, but it might become more fun if it learns to enjoy being the empowerment fantasy it really is. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.